welcome to Political Man. I'm Rosemary Church. John's back next week. 8 countries in 6 days. How did US President Barack Obama do on his maiden voyage overseas? And what now, as the work back home just keeps piling up?
Hello, Johnny.
Hello there.
How are you doing?
Good, man.
Second movie. How have you evolved from the first one to the second one?
I don't think the character's evolved at all, not in the slightest. I think he's just exactly the same guy.
The Bahamas is a place where people vacation, but you had to work hard there.
It was really difficult. Yeah. Yeah, we did. We shot in the Bahamas for a long time, and months and months and months in the Bahamas. We shot for a while in Dominica, which was beautiful as well, St. Vincent, all through the Caribbean, and it was just, you know, couldn't ask for a better gig.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I think one of the toughest scenes in this one was when this wheel went around. It's like...
Oh yeah.
We saw it like for a few minutes. You probably shot it, what, 2 months or something like that?
Weeks, months, yeah, it was unbelievable. Yeah, that was by far the most difficult thing to shoot, at least for me, you know. Because when they, you know, they approach you and say, okay, we're going to strap you inside this giant wheel and
we saw it like for a few minutes. You probably shot it, what, 2 months or something like that?
You're going to get in there and we're going to spin you upside down and you're going to sword fight it, you know, at the same time. That's, yeah, that's an odd request, you know. It's an odd thing to be doing.
Now, when you shoot movies like that, usually actors are very proud of their scars.
Thank you, man.
Pleasure as always.
Thanks, man. Nice to see you.
Today, the leaders of the G20 nations, a group that includes the world's largest economies, are gathering in Washington to seek solutions to the ongoing turmoil in our financial markets. I'm glad President Bush has initiated this process because our global economic crisis requires a coordinated global response. And yet, as we act in concert with other nations, we must also act immediately here at home to address America's own economic crisis. This week, amid continued volatility in our markets, we learned that unemployment insurance claims rose to their highest levels since September 11, 2001. Today, the leaders of the G20 nations, a group that includes the world's largest economies, are gathering in Washington to seek solutions to the ongoing turmoil in our financial markets.
And a very warm welcome back. Well, there's no doubt that US President Obama's overseas trip generated buzz all around the world, but the tougher question is whether he accomplished much. Here's Eddie. And that's our program for this week. Join us next time.
One of my favorite parts about being in Japan is I feel that the authenticity and the genuineness of music rises above all other things. They have no intention of trying to see anything other than the ambition and the love of show business. And I am a child of show business. I love show business. And to be around an audience and a people that appreciate and love show business as much as I do, to be quite honest, I wish I could move here.
안녕하세요, 카라입니다. 네, 저희 카라가 이번에 일본에서 뮤직 클립집을 발매하게 됐습니다.
저희가 5명이 된 그때부터 찍어온 모든 뮤직비디오들을 함께 보시면서 저희가 어떤 거를 했고 또 그때는 어떤 모습이었는지 되짚어보는 시간을 한번 가져볼까 하는데요.
네, 여러분도 다 같이 즐겨주세요!
And that's our program for this week. Join us next time. And that's our program for this week. Join us next time on Political Man.